be suspicious. What are they doing? Only one that's going to be in office are those that are amendable and answerable to them. I can't get in office. You can't get in office. You have to be selected. They put you up and they take you down. If they lose control of you, you're out of there. It's also important that we understand one of the responsibilities we have as being Christians are to preserve the faith. Jesus called his believers salt. Salt is used primarily as a preservative. Paul the apostle says, I am set for the defense of the gospel. Jude says, we ought to earnestly contend for the faith that was once delivered unto the saints. Without question, we are living in the times of deceptions, the end times, the end days. It's upon us. We're not heading towards the end times, but we're in the end times. And there are certain prophetic things that are occurring right before our eyes. As I said, as a result of September the 16th, I predict that things were going to turn for the worse, and they are. With this bombing that took place in India, believe me, it was certainly planned, it was orchestrated, it was well financed, and just as I had predicted on Wednesday, I said, now what they're going to do, they need another pretext, that is America and our NATO forces and Afghanistan, to annihilate Pakistan. And the president of India said that he's going to hold everyone accountable and that there would be reprisals, retaliation for those that support terrorism. And I said Wednesday, if you remember, I said, now expect them to say that the terrorists came out of Pakistan. As my mother would say, sure enough, they said they came out of Pakistan. So I received 2 emails from Pakistan. He said the Muslims are worried, the Christians are worried, and the government is worried. And he forwarded me the Pakistani paper that is in English and an Indian paper in English talking about the imminent annihilation of Pakistan. Now, the government is concerned. They are on high alert. They are expecting American forces and our NATO allies and Afghanistan, as well as India, that has Pakistan surrounded, to be under attack at any time. I've written them letters. I've talked to them, tried to assure them that God is still in control. Today I spent about 2.5 hours trying to get some scriptures together to encourage the brethren over in India as well as Pakistan. And email came. He said, we have great fear over in our country. This is Pakistan. And I was trying to stabilize their faith. What makes it so eminently more dangerous is that President-elect Obama said that he intends to send more troops over to the Afghanistan border. It's not for Afghanistan because there are just pockets of resistance in Afghanistan. So common sense tells you that if they're going to send troops, if President-elect Obama is going to send troops, it's for invasion purposes. Here's the thing that I make a prediction on. I'm not saying it's a probability. I'm saying it's a possibility. I think the fear that mankind has had about nuclear war might occur over in India and Pakistan because there are so many people over there that the powers that be considered those people to be expendable. That simply means you have so many people, they have no value. Life has no value. Pakistan is the only Muslim country that has nuclear weapons with the ability to deliver them warheads short range. So India is right next to them. India hates Pakistan. Pakistan hates India. America and India are friends, are allies, and India hates China, that's on one side of their border, and they hate Pakistan, that used to be a part of India, on the other side. And you see mounting tension that you can expect war to escalate, not because of what I see, but because of what the Bible has to say. No one, the present administration or the administrations to come in the near future, are going to resolve the war issue. No one in the present administration or the coming administration is going to resolve the economy. It is impossible. It's out of control. There's absolutely no way to fix the economy but to start anew. And that's what they intend to do, is to start anew. Again, I must remind you that Wall Street does not, even though it's the financial capital of the world, they don't control the economy. The economy is controlled out of D.C., not by Congress, not by the senators, not by the president, but by the IMF, International Monetary Fund, located in Washington, D.C. Every country, every currency in the world is controlled by this organization that we established in 1944 in New Hampshire, and the other entity called the World Bank, which is headquarters in Washington, D.C. Then there is the G7, which we started and controlled. That was started in America in 1967, I think it was, the G7. Don't quote me on the date. They control all the trade goods of any exporting and importing country. So all the control of the financial stability is in Washington, D.C., controlled and owned by foreign bankers or international bankers. Well, what is their goal? Real simple. Every country in the world is in debt. They owe monies to the IMF or the World Bank, and they are controlled by a group of elite bankers, and that's irrefutable. You cannot deny it. Every country. So it stands to reason that because countries cannot pay their mounting debt, that they will capitulate. They say, all right, we will offer a currency. One currency is easier to manage than 180, 190 currencies. So it makes sense. You're going to forgive me for money that I cannot pay back if I accept a new currency. It's academic. It will happen. And within the context and scope of the Bible, prophecy, nuclear war, it's probably going to happen, but not here in America. America, the grounds here are too sacred. The Luciferians, those that rule the world, consider America to be the land of Atlantis, the lost continent, and that this is a special place. So I don't anticipate or believe, it's a possibility but not a probability, that we will have a nuclear warhead coming this way. But America is taking all the precautions they can, because China, again, I must remind you, have the capability of, with intercontinental missiles to reach American soil. Russia has the capability with intercontinental missiles, warheads to reach American soil. So we don't want to have a head-on confrontation with them, because this piece of real estate is probably the most sacred piece of real estate in the world to those that are controlling the world. I remind you again of what President Kennedy said. If you don't believe it, he said in 1961-63 down in New York City,